Glad to have you with us from Orlando, Florida, one of the great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop Tart Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll start the return inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. So Louisville's offense will take the field first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long. So I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit. With it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Cardinals, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Extra point here will tie the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to buy time. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. And the Sun Devils cover the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Vasquez. Caught near the sticks, it's Hicks. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Sun Devils are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Rush is on him. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. That's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Pressure coming. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wide open downfield. Oh, out of space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Looking for the time with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back at...
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got an open man. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Vasquez. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
A fun postseason battle here. Deadlock at the end of the first. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. As we move into the second, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll start this drive going to the air. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Strickland. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll try it over the left side. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's got it. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Cardinals have this offense rolling. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play. That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of a physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, and making the tackle.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well. Slows down the pass rush. Gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Vasquez. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just...
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Wide open spaces. At the 30. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop?
He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, he's got room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. The throw. Makes the catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for a score.
they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. He may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier. Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Makes the grab. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Turning it on! That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. The Cardinals lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Now the play fake. He makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the...
Touchdown, Louisville! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Vasquez. He'll off one deep down the left side. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Pop Tart Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They'll start the third quarter with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Handoff to the single running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got his man down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Cardinals come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the back. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Using the quick game. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Strickland. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Quick completion on the out. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Scanning the field, it's Vasquez. Got his man out of the backfield. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. At the 45, on his way. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Arizona State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. To the air on first down. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Pulled down for the tackle.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Powers through the defender. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down? And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
He holds one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. And the Sun Devils are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
He makes a grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drip.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they did tack on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's Strickland. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. The Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Strickland. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
The sure hands, it's Strickland. There he goes. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinals! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. And we're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
36.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He might want another play. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we played 3 quarters. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete. Coming.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Secures it at the 30. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's got him in the flat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the converts on fourth down, still going. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Lost to throw again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Sun Devils in the hurry up.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming.
And that's a first down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going for 6. Touchdown, Arizona State! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, Dave.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Strickland. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen...
Touchdown, Cardinals. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And was a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Back to pass on second down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hicks. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They go to the draw. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop, and unfortunately for the losing